how did this incredible organization become this incredible? Like, what was the founding story of it?
Yeah, no, it's a great story. And it started that the summer, August of 1984 is our sort of birthday and when we were founded. And, as is often the case, it was sort of a confluence of events.
Okay.
Um, the surfers were focused on Malibu, First Point, Surfrider Beach, famous wave, the wave of Gidget, still like a world class surf spot. That the water was constantly polluted, the inlet there was being managed without regard for surfing or coastal recreation, so they were frustrated about sort of surfers not having a role. Surf spots in California had been destroyed. Killer Dana, which is now a harbor, was an iconic, famous wave. People weren't listening to surfers, and as we were talking about before we got on here, there was also this negative stereotype. And the Olympics were in Los Angeles in
Yep.
1984,
That's right.
and these three founders who I'll talk about, sort of saw athletes on the world stage at the Olympics, and were thinking, why aren't surfers sort of perceived in that way? And
Right.
interestingly enough, surfing is also now in the Olympics.
Yes, it
30 years
is.
later.
Yeah.
But and so they decided to. What they did is sort of what any good activist does: is they saw a problem, and they decided to do something about it. And so a guy named Glenn Henning, another guy named Tom Pratt, and a really highly regarded Malibu surfer, Lance Carson, were sort of the three guys that were credited with founding Surfrider in 1984 to try to improve surfing reputation, give surfers a voice in coastal management decisions, and ultimately sort of start protecting surf spots. And in the beginning, we'll talk about the evolution, but in the beginning, it was really about surfers trying to protect surf spots that were being destroyed. It was
Right.
somewhat myopic.
Yeah.
That said, they also had something which we don't do anymore called the Baja Assistance Program. A lot of surfers were going down to Baja, so it had like a humanitarian arm also,
Okay.
and they were bringing supplies and stuff down to families in Baja. Again, part of that was to try to change the perception of surfers as being
Yeah.
good stewards and good
Yep.
citizens as opposed to sort of the negative stereotype.